thanks very much, Jay, for taking the time to have a conversation with us. We're just going to talk a little bit about your usage of Autodesk Cloud technologies. So why don't you just give a quick overview of what you're currently using?
Well, for in-house, we use AutoCAD and Revit. For coordinating with customers, we use Autodesk 360 to set up a job portal for them, comment back and forth on what's left to be done, make marks on each other's drawings and leave them there. The other thing we've used it for internally is wikis. A lot of our standards have all been put into the wikis. It makes it so that everything's hyperlinked and easy to keep up to date. As far as any given project, usually we have 3 people or so from our office that are using it.
How have people reacted to starting to use this kind of tool? I mean, it's something relatively new and different.
There is initial excitement. People like to see what the new technology is. As we've been using it, sometimes you have to keep pushing people to use it because it's easy to fall back on what you're used to, which in most cases is email.
So that's actually a nice comment about kind of what you used to do versus what Autodesk 360 is enabling you to do now. What about just the collaboration in general? How did you used to share files and some of the standards? What were you doing before, whereas now the use of Autodesk 360 is a little bit more efficient?
As far as our own sharing our own standards, they were just in a whole bunch of Word files in a whole bunch of different directories, and they weren't really kept up to date.
So even if they were on a shared file server, trying to find them, keeping them up to date was pretty difficult, whereas now having them online makes it more accessible. Have you found people actually accessing that information more frequently?
It is a lot easier. People do look at it there, and it's easier for them to find.
Do you feel people are getting the hang of it well enough where you can start expanding your use of the product with the larger clients as well? And if not, what would be some of those barriers to preventing that from happening?
The biggest barrier to using with larger clients is they already have their own systems in place.
Got it.
And where we act as a consultant, they're the ones implementing the platform for collaboration for the job.
What made you guys make the leap to say, okay, let's give it a shot?
The leap to 360 is just we are constantly looking for a good collaboration platform where we can track everything, know what's happening, know the changes that have happened, be able to communicate with the whole team what still needs to happen, what still needs to be coordinated. And so that's what we're looking for, and that's why we're trying 360 and it's working for that. It's pretty straightforward to use, so education wasn't a big deal. I think the hardest thing is the general people are inundated with accounts, usernames and passwords.
Has this Autodesk single sign-on helped with at least the Autodesk side of the equation?
Yes. Okay. So for those of us with Autodesk accounts, it's a non-issue because it's already single sign-on works and we're good to go. Autodesk 360 has been helpful, and we expect that anybody who wants to be able to collaborate within the office and without the office and enjoy the integration I have with Autodesk products, it's a good product, and I'd recommend that they check it out.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Jay. I appreciate your time.